Hello everybody, it's time today for the CzTV 175. It's the second of the Crown Jewel events this season, round 5. We're ready here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for what's set to be a classic race. 30 drivers set to compete on a hard track where the rules always bring in people early and they will keep bringing people in throughout the race. 117 laps today. Anyone can win, but it's the usual favourites who have put themselves at the front today. So we go to the grid on pole. Keith McHugh, fantastic for the 43. The Daytona winners looking to get their second Crown Jewel win of the season and then go for the Grand Slam. Alongside him is Willem de Sturman, which is the biggest surprise today. That 18 car has somehow managed to get himself on the front row here at Charlotte. Nobody quite knows how. What a performance from him. Behind them, Leo Rogbrod will line up alongside Tony Andretti in his now sponsorless car. They desperately need to find some sponsors. Leo Rogbrod, also a race winner last time out in Bristol. She is going to want to continue her form today. Next, TJ Nisbet. He started showing pace the last few races. He's managed to put himself fifth. He's alongside Jacob Pringle on row 3. Row 4, Karina Villa, still searching for her first win that she so badly deserves. She's alongside George Whitaker. Very nice performance in the 31 car. Row 5, Ratko Betes and Bob Rick. Both of these drivers have won races and both of these drivers are going to go for one more. Next, Ava Valyak alongside Jamie Fredrickson on row 6. Row 7, Kawata Tsunami and David Granville, all Hendrick. Row 8, Sean Dublin Bay alongside Krithik Manikandan in his new Xbox/Microsoft scheme. Next, Andrew Mondragon will line up alongside Camilla Lindberg. Both of these drivers really would be looking for a win, but they've not put in the best qualifying today. Next, Albert Rakus alongside Nicholas Wells in the 11, who's going to be stunned at how well one of his teammates has done today. He'd expect to be the one up there, not him. Next, we have Josh Fling alongside Isabel Harvey, who's going to need to up her game soon. She's nowhere at the pace of her teammate, and she's looking quite bad compared to him. Behind them, Sonia Nevermind is just behind Rupuli Pascana, just edged out in qualifying. They're on the next row. Behind them, Marcus Littegrim will line up alongside Mattia Regano, once again finding himself at the back of the order. He's really got to up his game or his seat is going to be at serious risk. Next, Dan Edwards alongside Igor Witt, who's making his first ever start. Impressive to not be last, but of course he's not going to want to stay at the back for the whole race. Then Matthew O'Hara and Michael Teller round out the grid on row 15. Let's get ready to race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Willem de Sturman on the front row for the first time. Fantastic from him. He's really, really looking for a really good result today. He's not been rapid, but then he had a surprise performance at Bristol. And then somehow this weekend he's managed to get himself starting in second. But enough of that. Here we go towards the start. In the restart zone, this is where they're going to be starting. Green flags in the air. Keith McHugh with a nice launch. He should be able to hold it into turn 1. Head of de Sturman. They're 3 wide for second as TJ Nisbet will go up the inside of Leo Rogbrod and Tony Andretti. Keith McHugh has cleared Willem de Sturman and is flying off down the road. TJ Nisbet having a look to get Leo Rogbrod and maybe even Willem de Sturman. And then he's now stuck in the middle. So they go 3 wide. There's a bit of contact with Nisbet and Leo Rogbrod. How does Leo Rogbrod manage to keep that out the wall? That was extremely close with them. As TJ Nisbet looking to get ahead of that 48 car up the inside. He's looking. Yeah, he's going to be clear now. TJ Nisbet moves himself into 3rd place. Single foul for the front 4. Well, not anymore. As look, Willem de Sturman going for a move on Keith McHugh. Up the inside, McHugh's going to try and hold it round. They go. towards the line to start lap 3 of 117. Keith McHugh still side by side with Willem de Sturm and Leo Rogborg going high looking. Oh, we've got a car up in the wall. Sean Dublin Bay very close to taking other people out. That was not very good on his part. But somehow he's still going. And he's been put up into the wall again by Bob Brick. That's not been a good lap for Sean Dublin Bay at all. We need to go quickly back to the front of the pack now, as Willem de Sturm, nobody would have predicted this, he leads at Charlotte after such a disappointing season so far. He now has the lead of one of the 3 crown jewel races in MMS NASCAR right now. And look, TJ Nisbet's managed to get himself into second, so he's going to be hunting for his first career win. He's going to hunt down that 18. Joe Gibbs can probably hardly believe it that they've managed to get a car in the lead. They have been so poor this season. There's, look, Tony Andretti's into third. So Keith McHugh has had a terrible couple laps here. No, single file for the front 4 again. Leo Rogrod's 3 wide with Jacob Pringle and Ava Valyak. I think Rogrod should be clear though. Our breadwoman, yes, she keeps 5th position. And who's that coming on the outside? That's Karina Villa. She's still hunting for that first career victory. They're 3 wide for second. Tony Andretti in the middle. TJ Nisbet high. Keith McHugh low. Down the back straightaway. Here we go. I think Tony Andretti has got TJ Nisbet. Or no, he hasn't. TJ Nisbet's managed to keep the bumper in there. No, he hasn't. And Leo Rogrod's got to the inside of all of them. So still 3 wide as TJ Nisbet desperately searching for a position. Tony Andretti's going to go around the outside, just keeping it out the wall. Oh, there was a little bit of contact with Keith McHugh. This is so close. So Tony Andretti into second. TJ Nisbet going to use the draft off that 51 to try and go around the outside of the 43 of Keith McHugh. Can he do it? This is close racing. No respect, really. This is just barging everyone out the way. You want to win here. Look, this is fantastic. This is what we love to see. We love to see some aggressive driving. And I'll be honest, there is actually a bit of respect. I shouldn't have said there was not respect, but this has been a fantastic race so far. So to the inside, TJ Nisbet on Keith McHugh. Oh, they come close there. Keith McHugh very aggressively shuts off TJ Nisbet. Leo Rogbrod behind is going to have a look at a move. There's Radko Betters stuck high, I believe. Yes, Betters alongside Jinami Eva Valyak. Alongside Karina Villas, they're going to all the high side trying to get the runs off the corner. There's Leo Rogbrod to the inside of TJ Nisbet. Coming down the back straight away again. Tony Andretti hunting down Willem de Sturm for the lead. TJ Nisbet may have managed to put Keith McHugh high. He's going to slot into the draft. Here he comes. TJ Nisbet. Is he close enough for a move? Not quite. He's just going to sit in behind that 43. Practically pushing it round the corner. People going very high behind. There's Radko Betters trying to go around the outside of Josh Lynn, which he manages. It's all, to be fair, quite single file right now. But look, we've got a move for second and a move for the lead. Tony Andretti to the inside of Willem de Sturm. And Andretti takes the lead at Charlotte. So de Sturm now back into second. And Tony Andretti, who's not been rapid since his good performance at Daytona, leads here at Charlotte. He seems to be a driver who's good in the big races. Behind them, TJ Nisbet side by side with Keith McHugh. Jacob Pringle fending off the 48 of Leo Rogbrod. TJ Nisbet is going to try and side draft off the 43. They come towards the line, starting lap 12 of 117. Keith McHugh going to try and hold it around the outside for the exit speed. But I think TJ Nisbet may nearly have it. No, he doesn't have it. He can't quite shut off the 43 yet. So a good race so far as Willem de Sturm trying to hunt down Tony Andretti. There's Jacob Pringle still using that high side. He's going to get a good draft off the 43 there. So he might be able to fight back pretty nicely against Leo Rogbrod, which he will. So TJ Nisbet still side by side with Keith McHugh. This is fantastic for second. Both of them fighting hard. Up front, we're going to have a little look from Willem de Sturm. Here he comes. Is he going to go for a move on the 51 car? We'll see as they come off turn 4. Down to the line. Willem de Sturman just sitting back. He's quicker than Tony Andretti right now. We'll go back a bit as Jacob Pringle has a look at TJ Nisbet. Nisbet's got a really good run, but it's also but not good enough through the corner. Off the corner, here comes Keith McHugh, using that outside advantage for exit speed. As Jacob Pringle comes to the inside, there's a bit of contact between TJ Nisbet and Keith McHugh. Jacob Pringle very aggressive there. 3 wide to the line, starting lap 15 of 117. It's going to be a long race, boys. Keith McHugh's going to manage to hold on to 3rd place now as Jacob Pringle sort of ruins that. TJ Nisbet is now high and using the draft from that 43 to help try and clear the 42. TJ Nisbet, of course, definitely looks a bit quicker than Jacob Pringle. Oh, Willem de Sturman has got ahead of Tony Andretti. So these two still dueling for the win today. I'm going to lose my voice by the end of this race. This has been an absolute cracker so far. So Willem de Sturman just... Here we go. Back up the inside comes de Sturman into turn 3. Sturman very close with the 51. They nearly touch there. As they come off the corner, they nearly touch again. Down to the line. That 51 is going to be looking to clear de Sturman. And he has not quite cleared him. Not quite. So they're going to be still side by side. 3 wide further back in the pack. Down towards turn 3. Keith McHugh's going to get himself into this battle in a minute. Tony Andretti really high. Willem de Sturman nearly makes contact again. Tony Andretti has got the move done though. So they're going to slot back into the draft. Here comes Keith McHugh on Willem de Sturman. Aggressively blocked by the 18, making sure he can't get through. Here's a possible move from TJ Nisbet. Coming down the back straight away. He's gone to the inside of Keith McHugh. There's Willem de Sturman to the inside of Tony Andretti. TJ Nisbet touches Keith McHugh. Jacob Pringle's going to get them both, it looks like. What fantastic racing at the moment at Charlotte. So early on in the race. How we've not had a wreck, I don't quite know. Reaching 200 miles an hour there. Keith McHugh is stuck high. But he's going to go around the outside of all 3 of them. Keith McHugh is going to surely hold on to 3rd place now. Yes, he will. He's going to hold on to 3rd. Jacob Pringle slotting in just ahead of TJ Nisbet and Leia Rogprod. Karina Villa trying to stay ahead of Ava Valyak, who's coming very close there. There's Kawata Chinami with a fantastic run on the outside, but she gets a bit blocked off and she can't go for it. He's going to go to the inside, Will Kawata Chinami. Yes. Chinami to the inside of Ava Valyak. Can she get a move done? No, she won't get it done, but Ratko Betez is going to use Chinami's draft, not to Valyak's. Oh, no. Now she moves up to Valyak's. So Ratko Betez, she moves up to Valyak. He moves up to Valyak. Sorry about that. But Ratko Betez putting in a very good performance, searching for the best line. Now he's got the inside of Kawata Chinami. Played that perfectly. Can he clear Chinami? All the drivers looking like they want to take a low line right now through there. But the high does seem like, oh, shaky. Just ahead with Ava Valyak and Karina Villa. Very close to them going down to the wall, it looked like. I believe they made a bit of contact. So Tony Andretti will still lead as we cross the line to start lap 22. He leads narrowly ahead of Willem de Sturman. There's Igorwit. He's not had a good debut. Michael Teller trying to get his way through the field. Dan Edwards, Matty Edegano, Matthew O'Hara, Isabel Harvey, Son Devine. These guys are all really dropping off the pack. We go back to the front. TJ Nisbet had a look at Keith McHugh, but didn't get a good enough run off the corner. Keith McHugh, very good run there, actually. Practically pushing Jacob Pringle around the corner. Keith McHugh's hungry. Oh, they shaky even more. Oh, that was so close. In fact, we'll have a quick look at a replay of that. How did we not have a wreck? Rita Villa and Ava Valyak just managed to save it. To the inside, George Whittaker. Ava Vayak slow in the middle. This is getting very aggressive and dangerous now. So Karina V has managed to hold on to the place, but for how much longer? As Ratko Betez will come up the inside of Karina Villa. Ratko Betez just needs to plant his rear in front of that car, but he won't be able to. And they're going down again. This time it's Kawata Chinami and Josh Flynn. How are they managing to save this every single time? This is fantastic driving. What a race we've had so far. We go back up to the front. Keith McHugh fighting Jacob Pringle for third place. I think Jacob Pringle may actually get the 43 car. Only one number's difference between those two cars. No, Jacob Pringle gets boxed in by the 43. TJ Nisbet to the inside. No one's losing the rear off the corner anymore. They're not making contact. All is well. We'll go back up to the front. Willem de Sturman and Tony Andretti at the moment. They are the two best drivers on the track, and doesn't look like they're going to be touched by anyone. They look so quick right now, these two. This looks like it's going to be a battle between two drivers for their first ever victory. Unless someone like Keith McHugh or Leia Rodbrod can manage to close up, which is still has a high possibility. At the moment, it's looking like it will be Willem de Sturman or Tony Andretti winning today. As we come across the line to start lap 27 of 117. Been racing for about 15 minutes, if I'm correct. So, yeah, it's going to be a long one. We're not even half distance. I reckon this will probably take about an hour, this race, if we don't get a caution. With how they've been driving, a caution's almost guaranteed. I wouldn't. It's not 100% certain because anything can happen. So here we go. Andrew Mondragon ahead of Kawata Chinami. So Mondragon suddenly found a bit of pace. Going to try and get ahead of Josh Flynn, I reckon. It's all a bit single file now. There's the back markers in the background. All at the back. Lots of back. So Albert Tabakus going to have a look at Ava Vac. See, as long as they're in single file, it becomes a bit harder to pass. Albert Tabakus actually is going to go for a move on Ava Valyak. So up the inside goes Albert Rakus. Ava Valyak. Now hold it round the outside. Yeah, Ava Vac should hold on to the position pretty easily. Now, back up to this group. Keith McHugh has been passed by Jacob Pringle and is now searching for a way to get through. He's going to go for it No, he's not going to go for it. Or is he going to go for it? He's unsure himself. We don't know. He doesn't know. Nobody knows. And it's three wide. TJ Nisbet has a look at them both. All bit of contact between the 42 and 43 there. As we're still side by side. TJ Nisbet may be able to get a move done on Keith McHugh here. McHugh's going to stay high. Try and get the run off the corner, which he will. He's going to go around the outside now, down to the line. He should get a move done easily on TJ Nisbet. Nisbet going to go down low again. But Nisbet picks up a bit of the draft in the corner, which isn't exactly what he wants, because that's going to be a bit of dirty air to make him slower through the corner. There's a bit of too wide further back. Is TJ Nisbet getting pushed, it looks like, by the 48 of Leia Rodbrod. TJ Nisbet has cleared Keith McHugh. So TJ Nisbet into fourth. Keith McHugh just keeps going backwards in this race. What has happened to Keith? Going to go back to the high side. Leia Rodbrod now having a look, but I believe Keith McHugh will easily stay ahead. Yes, he will. Three wide at the back. Looks like someone got up into the wall. Look at this. George Whittaker, someone we don't really see at the front, in seventh. Very nice. Good performance from him. So back to the top two. Tony Andretti leads. Garrett Charlotte seems pretty comfortable right now. De Sturman's still keeping the pressure on, but Andretti has got a decent lead, and I'll leave you on board for a couple laps with Tony Andretti and with some other drivers maybe as well. You'll see. I am back now here, so you don't have to listen to the engines anymore. You get to listen to my incredibly boring voice. So, anyways, back here, Jacob Pringle under threat from TJ Nisbet. Bit of contact that could slow Jacob Pringle a lot, and that could get TJ Nisbet to place. No, Jacob Pringle does manage to keep it on the outside, so he will get a better run. But TJ Nisbet, very aggressive there, gives a little nudge to the 42. And yet TJ Nisbet has cleared him. So TJ Nisbet is into third place now and will now begin to hunt down the top two here. That third team Jermaine car looking for his first win. So none of the drivers in the top four have won a race this season. Keith McHugh has won Daytona. Leia Rockbrot has won, of course, last race at Bristol. George Whitaker hasn't won. Ratko Betez has won a race, of course. He won in Phoenix. Very nearly won in Daytona. Ava Valyak hasn't won one. Albert Rakus hasn't. Bob Brick, in 13th, minus his Auto Club performance, he has not been impressive at all this season. You'd have to say, that win at Auto Club is a complete fluke and to somehow manage to get him into the playoffs just because he got that win. So he's a lucky man, is Bob Brick, it seems, as he's going to get pushed off the corner by Kawata Chinami, or she will slot up behind the number 2 of Andrew Mondragon, who's hunting a top 10 finish here. We'll go back the order. Still green. Contact for the lead. Holy moly. Tony Andretti. I need to see a replay of that. What happened there? What's happened to Tony Andretti? Oh, he gets turned off the corner by this. Oh, man. I can't believe that. So Willem de Sturman turns Tony Andretti off the corner. You think he's got the move done here. Then they make contact again. De Sturman into the wall. Oh my god. Now that's the racing we've wanted to see tonight. Jesus Christ. Let's watch this again. Look at this. So De Sturman turns Tony Andretti down. Andretti, of course, is trying to rejoin the track. And they make contact again. De Sturman into the wall. Right, we're back to where we were now. But look at what this has allowed. TJ Nisbet has really caught up to these two. And of course, that 18 and that 51 most likely have a tiny bit of damage. Sturman will have more than the 51, of course, because he got up into the wall. But that was pure racing. That was just rubbing is racing. Rubbing is racing, right? That's what they say. That's what that was. That was some good old rubbing. And a bit of slamming as well. They come off the corner. Tony Andretti in the draft. Sorry, I meant Willem de Sturman in the draft. As we come round. Hunting. This is such a close battle for the lead. They're going to be 3 wide off the corner. Tony Andretti's got turned by TJ Nisbet. Keith McHugh's turned by Leia Rockbrot in the background. And we have a caution. Oh my goodness me. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh my god. Oh, I can't watch. I cannot watch. I cannot believe what I have just seen. That... I can't believe it. That was... I think we may be seeing Keith McHugh. Oh my god, that was terrifying. I have no idea if Keith McHugh is going to be okay. Of course, the race is going to continue. But 2 title contenders really this season. 2 of the best drivers have come to blows, and Keith McHugh has been involved in a scary scary accident. This is big. This is... I don't really know what to say, if I'm gonna be honest. That is... That is not at all what we want to see. You'll get to see the Ruth on board here in Keith McHugh. So he gets turned by Leia Rogbrod. And then... Oh! Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. So how did this wreck come to be? So we'll watch it in slow motion. Leia Rogbrod hits Keith McHugh, who's then turned around. Of course, he's trying to just keep control of the car. He can't. Just before the line, he hits into the wall, bounces out. Ratko Betez, who is doing 170 miles an hour, smashes into the side of Keith McHugh in a scary, scary accident. Driver's side, might I add. He's then sent flying over and over, narrowly missing Albert Rakus. Like, the first impact was bad enough. It's this that's just a second impact to the driver's side. So that wasn't the driver's side, I apologize. But a second impact to the car. See if I can get a cockpit camera. So if we go back to when the incident first. So yeah, here's the cockpit camera. Oh man, oh man. We'll watch it in real time if you'll be able to. This was one scary incident. I cannot believe what I've just seen here. Hopefully Keith McHugh will pull through. I don't expect we're going to see him in any races anytime soon. But hopefully the best driver so far this season is going to be able to pull through. So we're under caution here. I don't know what's going on right now. They all seemed a bit confused. They need to wait for the pace car. Okay, so everyone is now down pit road. So we're under caution. It's best if we try not to talk too much about that, because that was a terrifying, terrifying incident. There's the car. I can't even look at that car anymore. Oh boy, we're not even halfway through. That was truly terrifying. So everyone is down pit road, lap 45 under caution. I wonder whether we're going to make it to the end. Oh dear! Tony Andretti's completely screwed it up. He's gone straight into the back of Leia Rogbrod. What has happened? Is Tony Andretti out of the race? Because he's not moving. Let's watch this again. This is bizarre. What is he doing, Tony Andretti? He's thrown away this race win. And then he just stops. What does Tony... No, Tony Andretti is out of the race. Tony Andretti is out. I can't believe it. An incident on pit road has put Tony Andretti, our race leader, out of this race. He rams into the... Oh dear. I've made a terrible error. So sorry about this. Oh god. Yeah, give me a few minutes. Yeah, I apologise about this. I'll just talk about it while we try to catch up to where we were. So, I think it was lap 45. It's been a bizarre race. Lots of fantastic racing, of course. We'll try not to talk about what happened with Keith McHugh anymore because we obviously are still waiting to hear about his condition. I don't expect we'll see him racing for until at least the playoffs because that was such a scary accident that I'm lost for words, if I'm going to be honest. He's been probably the best driver this season. Of course, he won Daytona. It's such a shame to see him involved in something like this. Okay, so we're back to where we were at 45 under caution. Tony Andretti is now out after this bizarre incident. So Lara Rugbold didn't pull into her box too far, and he's just gone straight to the back of them, close to TJ Nisbet. Lara Rugbold gets the damage on the back of her fixed, it seems. TJ Nisbet leads as we're under caution. So right now the order is TJ Nisbet ahead of Willem de Sturm in second, George Whittaker surprisingly up in third, Eva Vaak fourth, Lara Rugbold fifth, Albert Racus, when we cross the line, I believe will be sixth. Oh, sorry about that. So Albert Racus sixth, Josh Flynn up to seventh, Jacob Pringle eighth, Andrew Mondragon ninth, Bob Brick 10th, Willie Pascana 11th, Nicholas Wells 12th, David Granville 13th, Kalina Villa really dropped down 14th, Marcus Littlegram 15th, Jamie Fredrickson 16th, Kritik Manikandan 17th, Sonia Nevermind 18th, Camilla Lindberg 19th, 20th for Isabel Harvey, 21st for Mattia Regano, 22nd for Dan Edwards, 23rd for Matthew O'Hara, 20th for Michael Taylor, 25th Igor, and 26th for Sean Dublin Bay. And Tony Andretti is still in his box, unless that they might just be repairing something. But enough said, he's basically out of this race now. So right now, we have lost Keith McHugh, Ratko Betez and Kawata Chinami. So 3 big drivers are not going to be finishing today. So we'll see when we do eventually get to green. Actually, I'll skip it a bit. Oh, here we go. Pace car will be in this lap. Here we go. Keith McHugh would want us to keep racing, so that's what we're going to do. We wait for the green flag. Get to the restart zone. TJ Nisbet will lead the field. Green flag at Charlotte. TJ Nisbet leads, and he's going to look to win now. As George Whittaker go to the inside to Willem de Sturm. George Whittaker is going to clear the 18. It's 13 versus 31. The ones and threes are the ones that are fighting for the win today. We're flying down to turn 3. George Whittaker to the inside of TJ Nisbet. He's going to go for a move. And remember the famous phrase, everybody. Cautions breed cautions. We've just had a caution. We'll be having another one very shortly. Oh no, this is going to end terribly. Lara Rugbold contact with Josh Flynn there. Looks like someone is up into the wall further back. I think that may have been Camilla Lindberg that got up there. Oh no, they're nearly going 4 wide at the back. This is not good. Andrew Mondragon pinned in between the 48 and 26. Oh my goodness me, I am terrified. I am terrified. I am absolutely terrified. Please stop racing so aggressively. I want us to get to the end of this thing. Ava Variak to the outside of TJ Nisbet off the corner. Oh, we've got a wreck. We have a wreck. Hopefully we don't get a caution for it. Oh, we're getting a caution for it. So racing down to the line, who's it going to be in second? As we come to the line, Ava Variak will be second. Albert Rakus will be up to fourth. So we got the caution. Matthew, oh, of course. All this man ever does is get caught in wrecks nowadays. So just gives Camilla Limbo no room, basically. She is literally riding up against the wall. He should have just gone a bit like... carried too much speed, and yeah. Guess what, everyone? We have another caution. Whoa. Fantastic. Oh, we went so long without any caution. And now it's looking like we're probably going to get one every 3 laps. Because they are just so aggressive on the restarts. Is that Andrew Mondragon with an issue? Andrew Mondragon's engine's gone. He's out of the race. I can't believe it. He was just fighting his way through the field. And now his engine blows lap 52 under caution. Disaster for Penske. They've lost one of their 2 cars. The other one is in second, so there's still hope. Lindbergh and O'Hara both down pit road, so they will both be continuing. Albert Rackles with a fantastic short green run there, up into 4th. Willem de Sturman has fallen down to 6th. Disaster. David Granville up in 8th. This is... Hendrick and Joe Gibbs appear to be doing very well now. It must be said. So yeah, if you look at the Hendrick and Joe Gibbs cars, we go a bit further back. Yeah, look. 1, 2, 3... 4 out of 10 cars in the top 10 are Hendrick or Joe Gibbs. So that's very well, because that's very good. So because both of them really start needing some results. Penske, of course, got one up there. Of course, Jermaine in the 13. Michael Waltrip Racing. Ganassi. Been a bizarre race. It must be said, we're still going to be under caution next lap, if you'll give me a minute. Yes, we should be racing in a sec. Another lap under caution, I reckon it will be. So yeah, looking good for Richard Childress. They look like one of the best teams this season. Of course, they have Karina Villa, who's still looking for that first win. She's been very quick. Jamie Fredericks has had great qualifying pace. Of course, George Whittaker's leading now. I don't remember who their other driver is. Who is that other driver? Who is the mysterious 4th Richard Childress driver? Camilla Lindbergh, there you go. She's been good, yeah. Why did I forget about her? Because she's barely been seen all race today. So we'll go back up to the front. We'll be going green this lap. I shall skip through the caution for you. Right, as we come off, pace cars in, down towards the restart zone. When is George Whittaker going to go? Green flag, George Whittaker with an okay launch. Not great, though. TJ Nisbet got a bit of a push from Albert Rakus there. He's going to go to the inside of Ava Valyak. So TJ Nisbet is going to clear Ava Valyak. So will Albert Rakus as well. And Jacob Pringle might as well. Albert, the inside line, got fantastic run. So Albert Rakus to the inside of TJ Nisbet. There's Jacob Pringle to the inside of Albert Rakus. No, don't be wide. I don't want another incident. We start lap 56. Of course, once you reach half distance, the race is official. Matthew O'Hara, of course, very slow. They're up in the wall, 4 wide. Oh, no. Stop. Okay, take a breath. We're fine for now. Please don't take each other out. I want to make it to half distance. Oh, God, stop. Oh, God, they're 4 wide. It's over. Stop. Blair Rogbrod's up into the wall. Blair Rogbrod, just stay in the wall. Don't take someone. Thank you. Oh, as you can tell, I am extremely stressed right now. I'm starting to have flashbacks to when we attempted to do this race yesterday and lost 2/3 of the field. Most of them in one wreck. So this is quite stressful for me now. Yes, we've nearly made half distance. Once we start lap 59, we've officially passed half distance, sorry. And then the race will be official. It's all on you down back markers, don't cause a wreck. Thank you, we're gonna make it. Phew. Right, so we're gonna at least make half distance. So the race results now will be official. As we cross the line, race results are now official. As 58.5 is half of 117. So lap 59 is when these results become official. George Whittaker leads from Jacob Pringle, TJ Nisbet side by side there with Ava Valyak. Not anymore, TJ Nisbet is clear. David Granville going for a move on Albert Rakus. He's got Sonia Nevermind, going to help him. Surprisingly, the 55 not helping her teammate. Instead, oh, no, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's backed off. Obviously, she doesn't want to help that Hendrick car. Instead, she's going to try and pass her teammate. Albert Rakus had such a good start, and now he's possibly going to drop out the top 10. Look at that. 8 for Marcus Littlegram. Fantastic for Furniture O. I've had a blinding race. Really good performance from him. There's Willem de Sturman in 9th. Come across the line. We've got God damn it, cautions, precautions, and we've had another one. Who's at fault this time? It's Isabel. Oh, they went 4 wide, didn't they? I already know what's happened. I bet you it's... Oh, no, it's Michael Teller being a brainlet. Just turns Isabel Harvey. Actually, we would have been fine, I think. Sometimes we stay green. No. So it was literally just a spin. Oh, no, Tony Andretti got racing again. Yes, he's a lap down, but at least he's in the race this time. Which is good to see. So at least he'll not finish. Not be classed as a retirement. So we're under caution because of Isabel Harvey getting spun. Right, we're down pit road again. So who's going to win the race off pit road? This has been one crazy race. I've been recording for 45 minutes and we're at lap 61 of 117. Maybe I should have made this race a little bit shorter because we could be getting Daytona levels length here. But yeah. You know, it's been fun. So George Whittaker is taking 4 tyres. I think everyone's taking 4 tyres. There's Leia Rogbrod. Obviously had an issue. Tony Andretti as well. Oh no, contact of Tony Andretti again! Does this man look at TJ Nisbet? Oh dear. That's a disaster for the 13 car. I just need to see what happened to Tony Andretti again. What's happened this time? So Jacob Pringle comes out. Of course, it's Tony Andretti. Oh, so that's what's happened. TJ Nisbet didn't even have a good stop to start with. He lost tons of time and then he just gets into the back of the 51 and loses a couple more positions. I can't believe Tony Andretti has once again been involved in a pit lane incident. Ava Varrick loses a lot of positions because of Tony Andretti. Oh, that was fantastic. Michael Witt has somehow found himself this high up. This is such a bizarre race. I shouldn't be laughing after what happened earlier in this race, but we have had some comical moments, minus, of course, Keith McHugh's terrifying incident. We are still racing because, of course, Keith McHugh is still not pronounced dead or anything. He's most likely going to live. I just can't see him racing for a while because that was a scary, scary show. So about to go green. The order is George Whittaker, Jacob Pringle, David Granville up to third, fourth for Albert Rackus, fifth Littigram, sixth Ava Varrick, seventh Sonia Nevermind, eighth Bob Rick, ninth Nicholas Wells, 10th Michael Witt somehow. Obviously had a really good stop in his debut. De Sturman 11th, Flynn 12th, 13th for Via, 14th Fredrickson, 15th Nisbet. He's going to want to fight his way through. 16th Teller, 17th Pascana, 18th Harvey, 19th Regano, 20th Dublin Bay, 21st Lindbergh, 22nd Edwards, 23rd Manikandan, 24th O'Hara, 25th Rogbod, 26th Andretti, and we're about to go green, so I need to get going quickly. So, down to the restart zone. Here we go. Green flag again at Charlotte. It's a good launch for Whittaker, but also a good one for Pringle behind. Very good one from the 88 car of David Granville. He's got a fantastic launch at the moment. He's going to clear Whittaker, I reckon. Yes, so Pringle stays in the middle. And in fact, Granville's going to have a look at a move on Pringle. Yes, he will. He's going to put Pringle a bit high. There's Granville up the inside, down to the line. Here comes David Granville. Going to go for the lead here at Charlotte. He's still hanging in there on the inside. He's going to need to get Jacob Pringle very high. Oh, Littigram a little bit shaky further back. As they come off the corner, Jacob Pringle is going to hold the lead here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Don't you dare go 3 wide, you idiots. I don't want another. Oh, God, they're going to go 4 wide. They're 4 wide. We're going to have a wreck. We didn't get a wreck. I am speechless. They pulled off 4 wide. I always will be acting like this when we get onto restarts because I am so scared of another caution. Oh my God, stop. Going 3 wide. Please. I am so stressed. I want us to get to the end of this thing with at least 30 cars. Wait, I meant 20 cars. Damn it. I can't even count anymore. We're not going to make it with 30 cars because that's how many we started with. Littigram, no. Stop this at once, please. I am stressed. Please make this to the end, guys, please. Oh no. Oh, we've got someone up in the wall. Oh God, I am terrified. I am unable to commentate over this. I am just too scared. I'm sorry, but this has to be by far the most interesting MMS commentary you've ever seen. I'm just so stressed right now. Oh my God. Right. Breathe. Jacob Pringle leads. Albert Rackus gonna go and try and get ahead of Granville now. George Whittaker to the inside of Jacob Pringle. That 31 car's been so good all day. Jacob Pringle hasn't really been up front for much of it. He's just been sitting around like 5th, 6th, mostly, if I'm remembering correctly. So he's now found himself in the lead. Of course, George Whittaker's wanting to take it back, so he's going to go up the inside of the 42. George Whittaker may be clear here. George Whittaker is clear. No, you muppet! Oh my God, how have they not... Oh, they've managed to keep going. We haven't got a caution. I can't believe it. Oh God, no, this is not going to end well. Stop. Speed up, you idiot. I don't know how that didn't bring out a caution. Thank you, flag waver. Thank you. I am speechless. We're going to have a quick look at a replay of that. That was something else. What a moment in this race. So Albert Rackus turns Granville. Granville's the only one who's going to get damaged. Half of them are on the grass. More contact with Nicholas Wells and Rackus. Oh my God, that was a moment. And no one is out of this race. Of course, Granville does have damage. But we're still going to go green now. And I'll fast forward a bit to back where we were. So George Whittaker on the outside of Jacob Pringle. Can Whittaker hold on to the lead here in his new Axe-sponsored 31 Richard Childress car? He's going to hold it round the outside of Jacob Pringle. These are the two duelling for the lead now. Look who's found himself in third. Willem de Sturman is back. I can't believe that. He was down in 11th at the restart. So round the outside, George Whittaker still side by side with Jacob Pringle. Pringle's going to come back. Whittaker, though, holding it around that outside, which is slightly faster, but it's all about if you can get the track position on the inside. So they come off the corner. George Whittaker, great run. Please stop going 3 wide behind. I want this battle to continue. Still side by side, these two. This is just allowing Willem de Sturman to really close up here. Please, do not take each other out. I want to make the end of this thing. Please. Still, side by side, George Whittaker and Jacob Pringle. This is probably the battle of the season so far. They're still going at it. Willem de Sturman to the inside of George Whittaker. Will he go to the inside of Jacob Pringle? No, he's just going to sit in behind Jacob Pringle. No, he is going to go to the inside of Jacob Pringle, who goes up high now. Willem de Sturman ahead of George Whittaker. We're still green here at Charlotte. De Sturman and Jacob Pringle up the inside. De Sturman takes the lead. Their battling has ultimately cost them, as Willem de Sturman now leads at Charlotte. The Flying Dutchman is in front. What a race we've had today. This has been fantastic. I apologise about my commentary when they're 3 wides just after a restart, but this has been a fantastic race. George Whittaker has to back out as he gets close to Jacob Pringle. Nicholas Wells on the outside of Igor Witt is going to have, I think that's Albert Rackus following the, Witt is going to come down and block Rackus. As that's Wells really catching up. The Joe Gibbs cars have come alive tonight. Where have they suddenly found all this speed from? They've not been like this all season. And suddenly, they're so quick. As Albert Rackus going for a move on Nicholas Wells. Witt still trying to decide who he wants to draft from. De Sturman running away with the lead. Sonia Nevermind has cleared Pringle and Whittaker. So Sonia Nevermind is comfortably into second now. She's going to want to go and hunt down Willem de Sturman, the Flying Dutchman. George Whittaker still side by side with Jacob Pringle. This has been the battle of the season between these two. I honestly don't think anything will top this. What a battle these two have had. That's 78 of 117. Yeah, but whatever happens now, the result is going to stand. So whatever the result is today will stand. Across the line, Willem de Sturman. I have no idea how he has found himself in the lead of this race. I have no idea how he qualified second. He has nowhere near been quick all season. When the driver stats were put in for this race, his stats were nowhere near being race winner potential, but here he is, leading the CzTV 175 at Charlotte. I am lost for words. This has been a legendary performance from that 18 car. He's going to have to hold off Sonia Nevermind in the Exalta Pepsi 55, running off the corner down to the line, lap 81 of 117. We've been treated to an MMS NASCAR classic in only MMS NASCAR's 5th official race. This is a race that's going to go down in history. Maybe for some reasons we won't talk about, mainly about Keith McHugh, but in terms of the racing today, this has been the greatest we've ever seen so far. And it's only the 5th race. Of course, we're racing on the Roval. I believe tomorrow, actually, we'll be racing on the Roval. Sonia Nevermind trying to pressure that 18 car into a mistake. It's all clean now, it's all clean now. Of course, it's not been a good day for Richard Petty Motorsports. Isabel Harvey caught up in a wreck. Keith McHugh, condition unknown. We'll probably find out in a few hours after the race or something, or maybe just after this race airs, because of course this will be airing at 8 p.m. British time, 3 p.m. Eastern US time. So here we go. Sonia Nevermind to the inside of Willem de Sturman. The battle for the lead is back on. None of the top cars at the moment have won a race. First place, Willem de Sturman has not won a race. Sonia Nevermind is second, has not won a race. George Whittaker third, not won a race. Jacob Pringle fourth, not won a race. Nicholas Wells in fifth, he's not won one. Albert Rakus, sixth, he hasn't either. Igor Witt on his debut, nope, he hasn't in seventh. Bob Brick in eighth though, he's the highest of the race winners. In fact, he's the only one really in it today. Leah Rogbod, I think, might be out of the race, mightn't she? No, Leah Rogbod isn't out, but she's in 23rd after having issues at some point. So Bob Brick is really the only person who can become a repeat winner today. So around the outside, Willem de Sturman trying to hold it. There's a lap car up ahead. Someone's slow. Someone's very slow. That's Ava Valyak who's slow. We're still going to stay under green. So Ava Valyak's slow. Oh no, they're going to go 3 wide for the lead at Charlotte. So close to contact. Across the line. De Sturman still narrowly leads. Ava Valyak's engine is gone, I believe. Back to the front battle now. Willem de Sturman round the outside. Sonia Nevermind blocks him. Sonia Nevermind is going to hold on to the lead now as they're catching up to Matthew O'Hara. Will O'Hara do his teammate a favour, or will there be some serious talks going on in the Michael Waltrip racing game? Oh, we're under caution. That's going to be for Ava Valyak, isn't it? So Ava Valyak's car has an issue. She's out of the race. And we're back under caution. I apologise. So we're under caution again. Matthew O'Hara is not going to get lapped. Right, this is going to be interesting. Will anyone come down pit road? Igor Witt is going to come down pit road. He may be the only one who's coming down, I reckon. No, Mattia Regano and Isabel Harvey also coming down pit road. Right. So let's see what Witt does. Into his box. Right side tyres. Off and on. And drop. So going to... Yep, 4 tyre stop. Left side tyre. On they go. There's Matthew O'Hara into his box. He's in as well. So Igor Witt should easily win the race off pit road. There goes Mattia Regano. Isabel Harvey. Yeah, same as order as they came in. Oh no, Ava Valyak is still going. So she's fixed whatever her issue was. That is bizarre. What's happened to her? Did she get a flat or something? We'll go back in time. Her race is done. She's in last now. Oh no, so they've towed her back to the pit. Oh, her engine. Oh, that was dangerous. Dear, oh dear, Ava Valiak, what were you doing? Nearly. So the engine or something had to have gone, or it was a flat, scraping with some other cars there. And she, of course, just pulls down low. Her engine's gone. As soon as she stops, that's when the caution comes out, I believe. See, that as long as she had speed, it was fine. No, it can't have been flat. It has to have been an engine issue or something like that. It just... She stops. That's when the caution comes out. So yeah. We'll go to the pace car now and we'll go back to where we were. So we're under caution at Charlotte. What a race we've had tonight. What a fantastic race. Will anyone come down pit road this time? No. No one will. So we're staying under caution. Oh no, there is one guy. I believe that's Tony Andretti. So pace car's staying out another lap. Tony Andretti down pit road. He's not. I feel bad for Andretti. If it wasn't for that pit lane incident, he would still be in the run for the... He was leading. And he had that pit lane incident, and now he's going to be last of the cars on the lead lap. Oh no, he is a lap down. I apologise. Forgot about that. Duh. Right, so pace car staying out another lap. We'll skip through that lap. Pace car will be in this lap. Right. Here we go. Less than 30 laps to go. Less than 27 laps to go, sorry, is what we have. I believe. 28? I don't know. I can't count. We're 27 when we get to the line, I believe. So in comes the pace car. Sonia Devine will lead the field. Cautions breed cautions. We were looking like we were going green to the end. And then Ava Valiak's engine blew. Green flag at Charlotte. Sonia, never mind. Still lead. De Sturman with a little push from Jacob Pringle. He's going to go and he will clear George Whittaker. Sonia Nevermind with a fantastic restart. Flying down the back straightaway, Jacob Pringle. Will he go for a move on De Sturman? Undoubtedly, no, he won't. And Nicholas Wells is going to go for a move on Jacob Pringle. The Joe Gibbs cars, how have they found themselves up here right at the end of this race? Fantastic. Joe Gibbs are going to be loving this. Toyota are going to be loving this. 3 Toyotas in the top 3, very close to the wall for Jacob Pringle. He's going to just stay ahead of Nicholas Wells. There's George Whittaker fighting back against Wells. De Sturman to the inside of Sonia Nevermind. These two are going to duel for the lead now. Can De Sturman get ahead? No, they're going to be side by side down to the line. Starting lap 93 of 117 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the CzTV 175. Here comes De Sturman. He's still fighting. Jacob Pringle may be able to get De Sturman here, depending on how good that 18's car run is. No, Jacob Pringle's going to go to the inside of De Sturman, maybe. No, Jacob Pringle decides to use De Sturman's draft rather than Rakus's. Not Rakus, sorry, never mind. Bizarre. So we crossed the line to start lap 94 of 117. Rakus still sitting. Rakus, I am losing. Why is everyone Rakus now? Pringle, sorry. Oh my god, they're nearly 4 wide further back. Please, we need to just make the end of this race, guys. Come on. Anyways, back to where I was. Willem de Sturman now has the lead. He runs to the line. Lap 95 of 117. What a fantastic race. Mattia Regano's found himself in the top 5. He's to the inside of Jacob Pringle. Mattia Regano, fantastic performance. How has he done? He's got Jacob Pringle. Mattia Regano is into 3rd. The driver who was probably going to lose his seat in the next few races. Oh my word, the fresh tyres. I forgot. Mattia Regano came in for fresh tyres. He's so much quicker than everyone else. Mattia Regano to the inside of Willem de Sturman. He takes the lead at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Mattia Regano
will lead. Isabel Harvey and Igor Witt are going to fight their way through as well because they have fresh tyres. So it turns out pitting under that caution is going to be probably the race-winning move. So here comes Isabel Harvey flying through the pack. This is fantastic. Oh my word. Mattia Regano's pit crew, the strategist, his crew chief, they're all going to need a pay rise after that decision. Fantastic. Isabel Harvey to the inside of Sonia Nevermind. There's Igor Witt on his debut. He's made contact with Sonia Nevermind. Willem de Sturman is going to feel robbed. He's going to be furious at his crew. But Mattia Regano leads. So there you have Isabel Harvey has cleared the 18 and she's going to hunt down Mattia Regano now. There's still time. She can still win this. After being caught in a wreck, she's found herself in second place, all thanks to an ingenious strategy call. At the moment, the driver who's finished last twice this season had only one mediocre result and been a massive disappointment, all because of strategy, has found himself in the lead of the race. This is utterly incredible. Can Isabel Harvey hunt down Mattia Regano? Isabel Harvey, probably the unluckiest driver this season, caught up in so many just incidents, and even today she has been. She's hunting down that first place car. I believe Matthew O'Hara is still in last. Yeah, so he pitted for fresh tyres, but he has such bad damage that it won't change anything. A caution now, and that would end the race for Mattia Regano, Isabel Harvey, and Igor Witt. They need it to stay green. So Willem de Sturman, who probably deserves to win this race, has been done out of a win because he has older tyres. Mattia Regano, on the other, trundling at the back all race. He's going to probably come out with his first career victory, Hendrick second, all because he pitted under the caution. So Ava Valyak, with her issue, has thrown this race into absolute chaos. Mattia Regano is extending the gap to Isabel Harvey because, of course, she has damage. So that's going to... I believe it's done. Mattia Regano up front. I can't believe this. I cannot. I honestly can't fathom how this has happened. Back into the pack where there's battle going on. We're going to see a call going to be here. Rafudi Pascana giving a little nudge. Josh Flynn. It's going to be 3 wide maybe there. No. Jamie Fredrickson can't find a gap. Going. 4 wide. 4 wide. Oh my god. No! We've got a caution! We have a wreck. There's a caution! This race is thrown into absolute chaos. Who is in the wreck? It's Tony Andretti. Nicholas Wells. No! What a disaster. He was having such a good race. And he's taken out by a lapped car. He has been taken out by a lapped car. But we've got the caution at the end of this race. A hard hit for Nicholas Wells. The end of his race. Tony Andretti seems to be able to continue. Oh my word. So I suspect they're surely going to pit under this caution, right? Because that's your only way you're going to challenge the top guy. The top 3 can only be challenged if everyone else pits under this caution. This was the last thing Mattia Regano wanted to see. Right, here we go. Are they going to come down pit road? Is anyone coming down pit road? No. I can't quite understand. Why is no one coming down pit road? No one. No one is coming down pit road. So Mattia Regano is just going to have to fight it out with Isabel Harvey and Igor Witt. Because no one came down pit road that lap. Why would you not? Why? Oh, you people are stupid. I have lost faith in all of your strategists, your crew chiefs, your crews, just everything. Right, so this race, so it's not over yet. So Mattia Regano is going to have to fend off Isabel Harvey at the end of this thing. Oh, boys, we're going to be treated with a classic finish to this race. This is going to be a classic. No, this race is a classic. This is an MMS NASCAR classic. This is the greatest MMS NASCAR race I think we're going to get this season. I didn't think we could beat Daytona, but here we are. Mattia Regano leads the field to the restart zone. I never thought I'd say that. Green flag at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Isabel Harvey going to hunt down Mattia Regano. Here comes Igor Witt to the inside of Isabel Harvey. There's Disturman going high. Sonia Nevermind is low. Can she get ahead of Harvey? No. Top three seem pretty safe for now. Oh, we've had another wreck. Oh, Dan Edwards down into the wall hard behind. Got another caution. You've got another chance to redeem yourself and pit. It's Tony Andretti again. Well, he's going to be facing a race ban. 2 cautions caused as a lapped car taking out one on the lead lap. So, Tony Andretti almost undoubtedly facing a suspension for causing 2 carbon copy incidents whilst a lap down. Just gaining himself 3 spaces. We go up to the line. So, we're back under caution. Mattia Regano hasn't won yet. Right, will they come down pit road this time? Oh, bit of contact under caution. Right, are they going to come down pit road? You're all stupid! What are you doing? If you want to win this race, you have to come down. No! Oh man, none of them came down pit road. Well, boys, are we going to even have a green flag finish at this rate? We're going to be going green with barely any time left in this race. Still under caution. We're going to go green with like 3 to go. Right. Are we going to be under caution for another lap? Oh no, we're back live, boys. We're back to... Right. Green flag. At the end of this lap, the pace car will be in. At the start of lap 114, pace car will be in. They're going to have lap 114, lap 115, 116, and 117 to decide who's going to win this race. Mattia Regano still exists. Oh! So Ava Valyak, who's laps down, has found herself ahead on track of like Disturm and everyone else. Is George Whittaker coming down pit road now? George Whittaker might have a problem. George Whittaker has an issue, I think. Is that why he's low? George Whittaker may have a penalty, actually. I don't know. What's happened to George Whittaker? Oh, boy. I'm not prepared for the end of this race. Will we get another... Right. Whatever happens now, if we get a caution, that's the race decided. If we go green to the finish, we're going to be treated to a classic finish. I think only the top 3 will win this race unless they take each other out. Only a driver in the top 3 is going to be able to win, simply due to the tyre advantage. So yeah, it's a penalty for George Whittaker, I believe, or he's got a problem with his car. Here we go, restart zone. Green flag for the final time at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's a good launch for Mattia Regano. Isabel Harvey going to stick in behind him with Igor Witt. Sonia Nevermind actually about to be passed by Ava Valyak, which would not be good at all. Here we go. Igor Witt's going to go for a move on Isabel Harvey. Harvey's going to stay high. So Mattia Regano may have this now as these two battle it out behind. Isabel Harvey gets a great run off the corner. Down to the line. Lap 115. Out comes George Whittaker there. Isabel Harvey hunting down Mattia Regano. She's the only one that can stop him now. She's the only driver who can stop him. Still good. Still good. Right. We might actually get a green flag finish now after the chaotic last 30 laps or so. Down to the line. I think he might have this. Lap 116. Isabel Harvey may not have time to close in on Mattia Regano. She's trying. She's trying. Mattia Regano just has to keep this clean now. He just has to keep this clean. For probably the most insane race I've ever witnessed. Down to the line. White flags in the air. Mattia Regano leads Isabel Harvey. She's not got enough time to close up. She's not fast enough either. Mattia Regano, round turn 2, down the back straightaway. This is the craziest thing I think I'm going to see all season long. Mattia Regano, out of turn 4, down to the line. Mattia Regano wins in Charlotte. I cannot believe what I am seeing. What a race, and Mattia Regano is a race winner after such a disappointing and hard season. He's found himself the winner here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Isabel Harvey, of course, I think that damage from the wreck cost her. Mattia Regano's fairy tale. He's a race winner. He wins the Crown Jewel event. Mattia Regano is the winner. Isabel Harvey second. Igor Witt on debut third, all because of that strategy. Sonia Nevermind fourth. Willem de Sturban Phils absolutely robbed him fifth. Jacob Pringle sixth. Albert Raku seventh. Sean Dublin Bay eighth. Michael Teller ninth. Bob Brick highest of the previous race winners in 10th. The order was completely thrown out the window this race in the craziest race so far this season. This was worth the hour and 18 minutes it went on, something like that. What a race. What a fantastic race. Mattia Regano, who started 26th. Igor Witt started 28th. Isabel Harvey started 22nd. And they find themselves in the top 3 positions, all because they pitted under the caution. And no one else would pit under the cautions, and that's what won those 3 the race. So hats off to them. The greatest drive from Mattia Regano. This is a moment he so badly needed this season. Such a hard season. But now he is a race winner. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the probably the most chaotic race, which will be at the Roval. But that will not top this in terms of just being a fantastic race. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next.